Hi, today we're going to talk about janitorial contract form, and this is a simple contract agreement form that has been created over here for the janitorial independent contractors. And once the user fills in all these details in this form and they click on submit, the responses will come under the responses view in the database over here. I've already added two entries out of the particular form, and now I'm looking to convert these entries into PDF files on automation. For this, I'll be using a tool known as PDF Output. This helps me create PDFs and automation from a Google document with the help of a Notion database. So Google document is where I'll be editing the entire document to convert to PDF, and the Notion database already contains the information which I want to convert to PDF files. So let's understand how this automation will work. You can create any reports, invoices, contracts, certificates, or even quotations that you're looking to generate on a day-to-day basis on a business with this exact setup. Let's click on create PDF and quickly sign in, and then we will see how this automation will work out for us. Once you sign in, the very first thing which you need to do is you need to connect your Notion database. After that, we need to add a document to the corresponding database. And finally, we need to map every property of the database onto the document one by one to create the PDF files. So let's click on add Notion database, and we should be able to connect the database which we already have. So let me copy the database title from my Notion workspace, which I already have, which I'm looking to add to the setup screen. So I've already gone ahead and I've copied the title. Let me go back to the selection screen, click on select pages, put the title inside the search pages field over here, and you should be able to see the form populate over here. Click on that and it is now added up. So whenever you're looking to add a particular form or a database, put it inside the search pages field and then add it. Do not add the database or the form by selecting from the top level pages that you have over here, because if you do that, the experience will not be smooth and the database added will not be visible correctly. So always put it inside the search pages and then add it. Alongside that, if your database is connected with other databases through relation properties, so let's say my janitorial contract form is connected with database A and database B through relation properties, I also need to add database A and database B over here so that the PDF file which will be created will have all the relation and roller values appear correctly on the document. Otherwise, the relation and roller values will not be visible in the PDF document that will be created. Let's scroll down and click on allow access, and now we should be able to get access to this particular database which you can use further for the automation steps. If you click on the drop down, you should be able to see the form populate over here. If it is not visible, simply click on reload database once or twice, and the particular form should be visible in the drop down over here. So you can see the general contract form is visible. So make sure you hit reload database once or twice so that the database that you are looking to use will be loaded up correctly over here. So let's click on this, and now all the properties of the janitorial contract form are visible over here, one below the other. And now let's add a document to this. So click on add Google document. If you already have a contract template available, you can go with an existing document option and select the contract template that would be available on your drive. I don't have any contract template available, so instead I will go with a demo document, and it will create me a new document with all the placeholders automatically created for me beforehand. So you can see it has created me this document over here, and every placeholder of the database that we had used over here is already added onto the document. So we have client name, we have payment terms, we have received by. All these fields are coming from the database that we have over here. So when the document will be generated, the client name field that you see inside double curly brackets will be replaced with the client name value that you have got over here. Similarly, the payment terms that you see over here inside double curly brackets will be replaced with the payment term value that you see over here. So all the fields will be mapped and replaced with the values that you have on the database. Now, if you want to manually add any property onto the database, so let's say I want to add client name, I can click on copy and I can go to the document wherever I wish to add it, and I can simply use Control V or Command V on my keyboard to paste it. Okay, so you can use Control V or Command V to paste it. Similarly, let's say I want to add scope of work, click on copy, just go to the document wherever you want to put it, and you can simply use Control V or Command V. So you can copy paste every property of the database one by one onto the document to be converted to PDFs. Okay. Finally, we need to define how the PDF file will be named. So I want to use the particular column of received by field that we have over here, or maybe we can go with the client name field. So we will use client name to define how the PDF file will be named. Okay. So I will select client name from the drop down, and finally, before you download the PDF, just go to the database and check the generate PDF column. If any record is set as ready to generate, the PDF will be created for those specific records and they will be stored in the PDF file column over here. So make sure you set your records as ready to generate whichever you want to convert to PDF file before downloading the PDF. Now click on download PDF. It should now generate the PDF right inside the database, as well as it will generate the PDF onto the downloads folder. So you can see the first record is already out and it will be created right inside the database for your use case. So click on this and you should be able to see all the properties of the document added up over here. So all the placeholders that you had already added from the database are already properly mapped and the PDF has been created with all the replacements. Let's open up the second document. We should be able to see a same pattern repeat over here. So here also all the placeholders have been correctly mapped and the database has been used up to create the document. So we created two documents side by side where all the placeholders were correctly mapped and the PDF was generated. Now if you want to automate this entire process, click on Setup Notion Automation and this will run the automation to create the PDFs forever, which means you do not need to use PDF output to set up everything from scratch and then create the PDF. Whenever a user will click on submit and a new entry will appear over here, you simply need to mark the records as ready to generate and the PDF will automatically be created in the PDF file column over here. This makes the process really easy and convenient to use as every automation happens directly inside the database, and this eliminates the need to use PDF output to set up everything from scratch to create a PDF. So the moment a user hits on submit and a new entry appears, simply mark it as ready to generate and the PDF will automatically get created over here in the database. I hope this explanation was clear to you. If you still have got any questions on this, use this chat bubble and send me a message with your queries. I'll be able to address the same. Or else you can go to the home page and you will find the contact button at the bottom of the page where you can send me an email with your issues on this. I'll be able to address the same as well. You can even book a free demo session where I'll be guiding you step by step on how to use this tool and take the best advantage